shirt.
Yeah, I saw that. What is that?
A radio show.
Two and Black Blitz. That's the name of your show.
Radio show.
Same shirt,
Oh,
same jeans.
squad.
You want to come on?
Yeah,
This tonight? You can come on?
I'm busy tonight. Next week.
Funny. I've got a, like, yeah, I will wait. We'll wait. Sorry, guys. I'll wait. It is all about me usually. I'm waiting. No, I'm waiting for you guys. How's the new house?
It's good.
You moved into it yet?
No,
How close?
hopefully a week or so.
Oh, wow.
When do you think girls will start showing up and saying hi?
I don't know.
It's
Shortly, I'm
gated
sure.
community. No, it's gated now. You get all the riprap out.
Yeah,
That
we'll
was the
see.
point, right?
We'll see.
This is live, by the way. We're waiting.
Hey, TMZ, are you done?
We're waiting. We're waiting for them. Can you wait? I'm not. This is small talk.
For once, Mark's not being
I'm waiting. When they all give the thumbs up, we'll
Mom
start.
hates this.
Who hates it?
His mom.
Only if he curses.
Your mom hates what? He hates us.
You got,
right
all
now.
right, go ahead, Mark.
Are you guys ready?
you're good.
Okay.
Wait, hold on,
Hey,
hold on, hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Can you tell me why this is, I'm just getting straight. Check on the thing.
You have like 4 minutes.
I'm going to ask you about teammates saying that it was like a training camp mode today. So that's where I'm going with the first question.
You give me time to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, not that you ever need time to think about anything.
I
You kind
appreciate
of shoot from the hip, but I'll go ahead and throw that out there so I don't screw it up on the execution. Now I don't even have to ask who's here.
Oh, that would be
So
why.
when,
Assuming
when
we
we
have-
start, you want me to start answering?
They won't even know.
Hey, a lot of guys walk question inaudible.
Never mind. There we go.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Oh, I already asked.
That's your cue, Mark. They're good.
A lot of guys thought to your teammates today, said it felt like a training camp mode, back to basics, fundamentals. Did you get that vibe today?
Yeah, definitely. I thought it. I think Doug and the coaches did a good job of pushing us and making sure we're getting the quality work that we need to get done at this point in the week to be ready to go on Sunday. So it's all part of our weekly preparation. And Coach Marone felt as though we needed to push that a little bit, and that's what we did today. And I thought it went well. I thought we got a lot of good reps in. It's obviously hotter, so that's the camp feel of running that many reps in the heat and doing all that. But it was good. I thought the guys looked good. I thought everybody ran around and for the most part was in the right places they needed to be. And if they weren't, we got it corrected and ran through it again.
Does this week already feel like a heightened sense of urgency? If not, I don't know if desperation might be too excessive of a word, but does it have a little bit of that type of feel?
I think every time you play a division game, regardless of what the situation or the surroundings are, I think it's a little heightened. Each game in the NFL on a weekly basis is that. All of them feel big, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then when you play a division game, you're definitely that much more tuned in, I think, because we talk about wanting to win the Super Bowl, and the best way to do that is by winning your division first off. So those games definitely require the utmost attention to detail and execution and everything that we do, starting really today in practice. So I think we were off to a good start on that.
How much more personally do you feel in terms of taking on an added burden, because the last 2 weeks have certainly not gone anything the way that you want?
Right. And I think, like you said, that's exactly what it is. It hasn't been what we've wanted or what we've expected or planned for. And, everybody knows that, and you learn from it, you put it in the past, and you move on. And you got to find a way to get back on track and, get back to playing like we did against the Jets or against New England or, late last year. So that's all we're focusing on, is getting back to playing the football, the kind of football and the execution level that we know we can do.
There's always talk about injuries and schemes and all that, but you guys went from +10 in turnover differential last year to -9 right now, second worst in the league. Does it almost boil down to that, taking the ball?
Yeah, and we're definitely not helping ourselves out by any means, but we're also not getting any bounces right now, and that's part of it. I mean, Dak has 2 balls bounce right back up to his stomach, and we have a guy scoop a ball on the sideline as it's rolling out of bounds, and defensive guys usually don't ever do that. They kind of just kick it out of bounds, and so we're getting unlucky. Not only are we not helping ourselves, but we're also getting some bad bounces, and that's part of it. So things will turn. We'll start creating our own good fortune, and I think with that we'll start getting some breaks and some bounces go our way as well.
Does it feel like if you had dropped those balls on Sunday, they would have bounced right to?
Yeah, probably. The way things have been going for us, I'd have kicked one right into Lawrence's chest or something. So I mean, we got to obviously control what we can control, and as far as the turnovers are concerned, because that's, I think the underlining tone of why we're 3-3 is that differential and the difference between, like you said, last year and this year in that category, and I think we're last in the league, so we got to fix that and be better in it.
Like mantras always do your job, but do you view your position with all the injuries and changes as a position that has to kind of elevate above some of that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that just the quarterback in general has to be the guy that kind of brings everybody together, whether it's, everybody's healthy and 100% and you're facilitating the ball and getting us in the right runs, or, guys are hurt and down and you got to start making plays. And, I think as a quarterback, you got to be able to balance, I think, your role as far as completions and run checks and making plays, but not, as far as like just the risk meter of, is this a good opportunity to take a shot, or is this one where you check it down and make sure we don't turn the ball over? So I think that's the biggest thing is playing within the offense, playing within our scheme, and taking shots when we get the opportunity, and making sure above everything that, I'm taking care of the football.
Going out and scoring on the first drive, just marching downfield, how much would that change the feel of everything that's going on around here?
Yeah, I think it's huge, and I think it's something we need to do. It's kind of been a thing since I've been in Jacksonville. There's been years where we've been really good on the opening possession, and there's been years where we've been really bad on it. And you'd love to be able to say, if, heaven forbid, you don't go score on the first drive, no big deal. You're going to still find a way to go score 28, 35 points. But it's kind of correlated to whereas if we haven't started fast, we haven't started at all. And we definitely got to fix that and make sure that that's not who we are as an offense. If we get off to a slow start, to turn it around, but our goal is to definitely always start fast and go score on that first possession.
How much do you feel personally burdened to do your part to make sure that this gets straightened out? And how do you get over the hangover of what's happened the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't think it's any extra pressure or burden. I take a lot of pride in being the quarterback of this team and wanting everybody on this team to know that I'm doing anything I can to get it turned around. And we are, as a whole, as a group, as an offense, as a defense, as a special teams unit, everybody is doing anything they can to heighten their level. And, nobody needs to do anything crazy or go play as someone they're not. We see it every day. All you got to do is what we do on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and translate that into Sunday, and we'll be just fine. We'll get it figured out.
Do you get a sense that there may be guys that think, well, once we get Leonard back, everything will be okay? And how do you kind of guard against kind of looking at it just that way?
I don't know. There might be, there might not be. I have no idea. Anytime you get, whether it's Leonard or anybody of kind of his stature and as good of a football player as he is going to improve your team when he's dressed out and playing. There's no doubt about that. And we got to continue to find ways to win and put up points and yards with him not out there, because we don't know when he's coming back. But when he's back, he'll no doubt make us better.
For whatever reason, whether it's Leonard, maybe it's the injuries, have you guys had a tough time being as tough, hard-nosed kind of football team as the kind of what you want to be?
Right. I don't know. I think we've talked about it before as far as just the versatility and some of that, the injuries like you talked about has forced our hand as far as the personnels we can be in and the plays we can run. So there's some stuff that we can't do that we did last year because of injuries, and we got to do different things. And we obviously want to take the same mentality and mindset and how we want to approach the game and the team we want to be. But we just got to kind of do it different ways and find different ways to kind of be efficient and pick up yards.
Do you ever remember in your career going 2 games without scoring in the first half, back-to-back? That just seems so improbable.
Yeah, it's not good football. No, we got to fix that. Start scoring. Score early, score often.
Thanks, Blake.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Blake, sir.